All right, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So today, before we get started, I broke out, you guys. I had an allergic reaction to something, so don't get too close and please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Let's just focus on these box braids. So this is my version of knotless box braids, you guys. They aren't the absolute best. They're not perfect, but I love them, and anyone, anybody can do these. So if your grip game is not good and you've really been wanting some braids but ain't got $200 to pay anybody, this tutorial just may be perfect for you. So if you are interested in how I got this look, y'all just keep on watching. All right, y'all, so I've done this technique 3 times now, but this is the smallest I have done these braids. So we're gonna get right into it. Starting off on the freshly clean blow-dried hair, I'm just going to section my hair off on where I want, like how deep I want my side part to be. If you want a middle part, do so. Just start parting your hair in the sections because it's gonna be so much easier to work in multiple sections versus just going from the back and then, you know, just going forward. So I'm clipping the smaller side part and then a larger part out of the way, and then next I'm gonna head to the back of my hair, and it's in one big old, like, you know, section back here, and I'm gonna split that in half, just not really using any combs because it's very hard for me to get straight parts, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how my parts are looking. I'm not here to hide anything in just a minute, but these are the products that I'm using. You don't want to do anything that's going to make your hair revert. Sorry, you don't want to use anything. So these 2 products are really great and very lightweight. Just make sure you're using a light hand with them, and this is how the back of my head is looking at the moment. Once that section is done, I'm going to split the back again in half, and this is what it's looking like again. That's the straightest I could get it, and I just added a little bit of gel just to like really define the part. So the first thing I'm doing is just splitting the hair. It's actually going to be 3 braids back here, and I'm going to braid this section down about like a little bit more than an inch, way more than I actually needed it to be, and it's very taut. It's not super tight, it's just taut. Next, I'm going to take 2 pieces of hair, just braiding hair in my crochet needle, and just crochet the hair in the braid. And you pull it through, make sure your actual hair is out of the way, or else you will get it caught like I did into the braid. If you just watch right here, a little bit of my natural hair kind of gets pulled in, and you don't want that. I'm taking a second piece here, and I'm taking it like a little bit further down so I don't have to like really worry about all the hair, and I'm just gonna crochet that little part in, and once I pull it through, it'll just like all slide in if you notice. I hope that's sometimes I just want to hush and let y'all just see what I'm doing because I don't know if I'm explaining it right. And then I'm just going to braid all the way down. I'm really just talking about the hair right now. Later on in the video, we'll talk about the braiding. So this is how the back turned out. It's not good. This is what you don't want, you guys. The braid is much too small for this section of hair. So keep that in mind, but it's still loose. It's not super tight. It's not pulling. So I'm going to show you guys another braid I did where I put 3 pieces of crochet hair through the braid. And you'll see in just a bit how it turned out, but it came out a little bit bigger. It's not exactly what I wanted, but better. So yeah, so getting your braid, like the amount of hair, is very tricky, and it's really just gonna take some practice. And really for me, it's hard when I start doing it. I just have to get into the groove of just doing the crochet and separating all the pieces, making sure they're nice and even. And then once you like kind of get into your groove with doing it, it's so much easier, and all your braids will end up looking like, you know, like the same. But I was doing this on the floor, so it was a little bit harder for me to separate my hair and make sure everything was nice and like even. I typically do this in the bathroom and just go ahead and take a pack of hair and separate it all evenly. So that's another tip for you. So I'm in the front of my hair now, and again, I'm going to show you guys just what I'm doing. It's the same thing that I did in the back. I'm taking a section, and this time I'm not going to braid as far down as I did in the back. You really only need to braid like a half an inch, you guys. I just did like almost a full inch just because I don't know why I just did it. But that's all you really need for this to work. And then I'm going to finish up doing this section and show you guys exactly what my parting is looking like. So the reason for the braid is it's taking a place of the rubber band. I know a lot of people don't like to use rubber bands in their hair, especially with braids this small. And I could totally understand why. I don't mind them, but with a braid this size, I would rather not use them. So another great alternative. This is a long-lasting style. The longest I kept this in was about 4 weeks, I want to say, after I had my surgery last year. So it's a really, really great style. So yeah, so this is how we're looking after 3 braids, and then I will show you guys how it's looking after. I think I have a total of 9 braids on this side right here. So just starting with the other side of my head, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, and I ended up with 4 braids on this side. I really wanted these braids to be a little bit bigger, but I was happy with the outcome. And as far as all of the products that I'm using in this video, just check down below in the description box. I will put them in my Amazon store, so I'll leave the link to my Amazon store down below. And just in case you guys are ever wondering if I have something on my channel that I'm always using, it's going to be in there. I put stuff for household, diet, family stuff for Isaiah. Anything that I'm using on a daily basis or regularly that I buy is always going to be in my Amazon store. So yeah, so another thing about this style is I know it looks like I'm pulling like my hair super tight right here, but I'm fine. It's not tight at all. And that's the thing that I like about doing my own hair, is because I know what's tight. I can feel it. And when other people are doing it, they don't, you know what I mean? You're just kind of stuck there not really wanting to say anything to them, or you want it to be nice and tight because you want it to be neat. Just because something is tight, again, does not mean that it is good for your hair. And so you really have to be careful, especially around the edges. Now, whenever it comes to my edges right here, if you've been following me, you guys know I'm picky about my edges. I actually kind of braid the braid going forward a little bit, just so I catch the smaller hairs, because y'all, in a few days they gonna be out anyway, so it just makes it a little bit neater to start off with. So let's get into the technique I used again in the front. So after doing this style a couple times, as far as how I put my crochet needle in, I try and do one straight in the middle like I'm doing right here, one crochet right through the middle of the braid, and then I try and do the other one either like below it or above it. I don't know, it just like, it kind of depends on how I do that first one, and it doesn't always get through the middle, you guys. I wish I could give you guys a set way on how to crochet it, but like this one, I'm going straight through the middle again. But on a lot of them, what I just started to figure out when I was doing this style a few days ago was I think I like to go one through the middle and one kind of like at the top. yeah, I think that was it. It's hard for me to say. I'm sorry. You'll just have to just try different ways for you, because we all don't do hair the same way. So yeah, an important tip about braiding. You're gonna just braid the hair as normal, but don't do this. Do not fold the first piece of hair as close to the base as you can. Don't do this. I did this on this side of my head, and then I ended up with this small little knot underneath, and I was like, where did this come from? And I think it was because I was braiding it way too close to the base. So when you start braiding your hair, just braid as normal. Like don't pull that first strand of hair over the base of the braid. I hope that makes sense. I'm really trying to say it as clear as possible, but if you do it a few times, I think you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. And I apologize in advance if I am confusing you or I have made this sound more difficult than what it really is, because it is not. Like I said, anyone can do this if you know how to kind of French braid a little bit. Anybody can do this, and it's not hard. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys, for this look. All I did was just braid all the way to the bottom, and then I did seal with hot water. So just boil some hot water and dip the ends in, you know, your boiling hot water. And that was pretty much it. So yeah, this is a great style. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps a lot of you out there if you're college students and you just don't have the money to get your hair braided or done, or if you just need a good protective style for a while, or if you've been wanting to try knotless braids. Well, here's my sad little version of knotless braids. Or even if you're a mother out there who just needs to get their daughter's hair done for the school year. You know, we're back in the winter time, back in school, and you just need them to have a really great style that will last. This is one for you. So please give this video a thumbs up, please share it, and make sure you are subscribed, and please let me know down below if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, and if you try it, please tag me on Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.